calves and your soleus muscles are supporting all of your body weight when you go up. You want to isolate your gastrocnemius, or what people call calves. You want to isolate that. Bend your knees a little bit. Hang on to something if you like, because this isn't about balance. This is about working on your gastrocnemiae, okay? Bend your knees, come up on our toes like this. With your knees bent, it deactivates the soleus muscles, okay? So that's a variation right there. Let's see. A good one for a floor exercise, if you want to work on your glutes a little bit, also your lower back. I'm just going to throw this one in there, a little bit of floor exercise, right? Hands and knees, you can call it tabletop position if you're into yoga. I think several of us were into yoga this semester, so here we go. So we know this is a bird dog. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Bird dog. How do I make that harder? Well, I'll tell you. How about opposite arm, opposite leg? What are we doing now? Now we're pulsing. We're pulsing. That right there works on our coordination. It also, we're using our muscles more to do the same work we were just doing. We're just using our muscles smarter. You feel it sooner with the pulses. Feel it sooner with the pulses. We can also do, we can just take our leg and up, alternating legs. Same leg, alternating legs. What? Oh, same leg, okay? Donkey kicks, works the glutes. Let's see. Fire hydrants. Fire hydrants right here. I was trying to get a good view of my whiteboard there. So fire hydrant, tabletop position. Imagine you're a puppy dog and you're going to go pee on the fire hydrant. Bam. Bam. What's that? Just peeing on the fire hydrant. Oh, kicking a dresser. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm into. That's how you do that. If you want to do a good compound exercise, go for a plank. Let's go for a plank. But we're talking about lower body. Oh, I know. So how about let's hit the glutes while we're doing it. Oh, and I even feel it targeting my left rectus abdominis. Right here. I feel this in my right oblique. It's good. Also feel it in the glutes. That's how we did it. It's 18 minutes. 12 more minutes. Well, let's stretch. After a water break. Real quick water break. Our legs just did a lot of work. Why don't we do some thinking of them? Think them. Last time we stood and did our cool down. Today, let's sit and do a cool down. Several different things you can do while sitting for a cool down. For example, my legs are just straight out in front of me. What I could do is bend at my hips and reach out and touch my toes. See how they're doing. You know, this is the basic one. If you can only go here, that's good. That's fine. Progress it a little bit if you can, if you want to, if you're comfortable with it. A little bit more, right? A little bit more. And remember, when you're going from here, you're trying to progress to here. Remember to breathe out. It should look like this. Breathe out. Because what that does when you breathe out is it creates more space available for your thoracic cavity, in this instance, to thin. So imagine your bones and your muscles, they want to thin out because you're stretching, right? But you got all this air in your lungs. You really, it's not comfortable. You can't do that. So breathe out, okay? And then we have our straddle position. We can even go over. Great stretch for the lower back. And go over that way. What if we came all the way up and works too, right? Yeah, it does. Remember, if you need to bend just a little bit when we're doing this one and touch your toes, that's okay. But it's probably a little bit better if you just kind of reach as far as you can without bending your knees, because the idea is to stretch out the back of your legs, okay? Also we have this one. Here what I did is I just bent this knee. And in doing this, by bending forward a little bit, reaching toward this opposite foot, and bending forward a little bit, I really feel a good stretch in my back. Good back stretch. Here, other side. Symmetry. There, that was good, right? And then let's see. Here's a good one. We're gonna go back to our lunge position. You can even brace yourself on your hands for this if you like. What we're trying to do is get our foot up between our hands, just like this right here. If you're back here, that's fine. If you need to be up a little bit and not bend all the way forward onto your knee, that's fine too. This right here is a good stretch. Stretches out the quadriceps femoris. Feel it a lot in my rectus femoris. Also stretches out the glutes a little bit, but mostly the quadriceps femoris. That's what it's mostly getting there. Okay. And so then, but Ginger, we worked calves as well. Well, say this object is a wall. Say I want to stretch out my calves. What I do, I'll just get a good angle here. Make a triangle between the ground, the object, and my foot. There's a right triangle at the ground and the object, and I'm at about whatever degree of comfort I feel. So right now I'm about, I don't know, 45 degrees. No. Yeah, about 45 degrees. I'm about 45 degrees, right? Between my foot and the floor, the angle at my heel, and I'm just rocking forward a little bit, stretching out my calves. If that's what you're into doing, you can do that. And you can also, here we go. Yep, here we go. This is the same lunge, just a little bit faster, and also we're tilting the hips. You can see it right here. Right here. Try this guy. Try that guy. "22 minutes. So, let's say you have bands. Some of us have some bands, right? And we all get together and we say, what are we going to do with these bands? I imagine it was a guy or a girl in a garage where they work on cars, and they have like these random belts that are maybe car parts or something, right? And so then they decided, hey, need to work my calves. Well, here's an idea. Oh, what a great idea. What a great idea. Because before it was body weight. And here we are using resistance. It's a resistance band. So you get a good workout as you're going down. You think that's concentric or eccentric? Well, I'll tell you it's concentric because we're talking about our calves on the back of our leg, okay? We're going to eccentrically, slowly come back to our starting position right here. Regular speed and slowly back. Want to make it harder? Pull back on your band. You can definitely feel it. It's good. It's a good calf and soleus exercise. It's also a good, feels good with the ankles. Good strong ankles. Work out all those tiny little muscles, all that little musculature in your ankle. Work it out. Try to keep it around your toes if you can. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard. It might be a little easier with shoes on, but I'm not wearing shoes, so this is where we are. Make it harder. Make it easier. Oh, but make it harder. Make it easier, just like that. It's band. Let's see. Let's work on our glutes a little bit. Our side glutes, our hips, in our hip area, the tensor fascia latae, right? Sounds like a coffee from Starbucks. Right here, regular leg lift, right here. I want it to be easier. Bend your knee. Shorten your momentum arm movement, less, yeah. I don't remember. Anyway, regular, elevator, elevator, right here. 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, all the way and back down, elevator. Other leg, because we're into symmetry. Okay. So then, easier, but I want it harder. Here it is. There's harder. There's a regular one. It's just regular, but you know what? It's still harder than this. But it's easier than, I'll say, with pulses. Up and up, 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 up. Just pulse there, pulse there. Yeah. Then you really start feeling it in the glutes. It's a good variation right there. Oh, but can it be easier? Can it take a little bit of a break? Right here. Right here it's easier. A little bit more awkward. Right here is where you're going. This is what you're shooting for. Back down. Good exercise. Let's see. That's 26 minutes. That's a take. See you in the next video.